Hello and good morning. Welcome to New Forest Morphs. It's Friday morning. Weekend's coming towards us very soon, so we're looking forward to the weekend break. Jared, we've had a challenging week. Jared's been in and out of hospital, haven't you, Jared? And you just came back today.
Yeah.
Had some emergency stuff going on there.
I'm all good though.
Jared's all good, so that's good to have him back. I've been working out in the gym. I've lost another 3-4 pounds this week, so I'm down to 14.3, which I'm really pleased about. And yesterday, Jared, I did a 7-kilometre run on the cross trainer level 12. So my fitness levels and my strength's coming back. So a little bit fatigued this morning because you always get a bit of a fatigue after the workout, Jared. But hopefully we'll be able to have a swim later, maybe a jacuzzi later in the day. Just because Jared, you did a workout this morning as well, didn't you? Up at 5.
Mm-hmm.
And what were you working out today, Jared?
Shoulders and arms.
Shoulders and arms. So we're trying to get ourselves fit. But we're just coming through the first week of October. What we thought we'd do is we'd check some of the follicles and some of the girls that shed out if we didn't check last week. And the ones we're looking at were Suzuki, Venus and Jupiter. So the good news, Jared, is that we've got Suzuki coming in at 1600 grams, which we showed on the last video. Her follicle size, Jared, was 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
So they're growing. Venus, which is Suzuki, was our spot nose het clown for the Batman project, one of our Batman girls.
She's vanilla het clown.
Is she vanilla het clown? Do you want to just have a quick look at her, Jared, and show
vanilla.
Is it down there? Yeah. Vanilla het clown. Okay, fine. And then we've got another girl that's actually, it was Europa. Let's just have a look at Europa, Jared, because that was the one we should have checked follicles on. Sorry, so what we'll do is we'll check her follicles again, Jared, on the next video, I think. So I must have given you the wrong one there, sorry about that. And we also checked on Venus and Jupiter, so I've got 2 older girls. Jupiter is the girl that gave us the beautiful clown clutch 2 years ago. We rested her last year and hopefully going to get her back up to size. She's doing pretty good. Let's have a quick look at her, Jared. You can see her in here. There she is. And let's just see how she's progressing. So she's not doing too badly. She's building. She probably needs another 3 or 4 months before she's really up to condition. But she's on the rebuild. And then the other one we've got is Venus, who hasn't given us a clutch for a couple of years. And she is the pastel twilight girl. Let's have a look at her. There she is. And again, she is probably, what would you say, was 4 mil follicles?
Yeah.
So she's only got 4 mil follicles, so that really surprised us. But today, what we thought we'd do is we just had some news in the UK yesterday, Jared, that there's a chance that in the UK we might get 3 hours of shortage on their outages on the electricity, and the UK government are telling us to be careful going forward into the winter. Now, how's that going to impact on our breeding facility, Jared? Because obviously we need to have, heat and light in the facility. So what's our backup plan if we do end up having shortages or we have outages?
We'll just turn on our generator.
Okay, so we've got 2 generators. One's a very powerful generator that can actually not only keep the ambient temperature, the freezers together, allow us to boil a kettle when we're feeding, but also each of the heat mats can take the power off that, plus the lighting. So we've got a really big generator that will cope with the whole works. And that's a petrol generator, Jared.
Yep.
So we probably need to make sure that we're prepared for that. We do have a smaller backup generator as well that we've used, and that's our backup generator. It doesn't have the same power, but it will be enough just to keep the ambient temperature up to about 80 degrees is what we were going to aim for as our backup. So anyone out there that's concerned about the possibility of electrical 3-hour outages, which is going to be, I think the reason they're doing it, Chad, is they think that there's going to be a shortage of power in the winter. What's going on in Russia is affecting the supply of power. So it's been talked about. We don't know for sure it's going to happen, but it's always a good policy to have a backup and get yourself a generator if you haven't really got one, because we don't want these snakes suffering at all. And also, if you've got frozen rats in your freezer, I mean, when we had the power cut last year, do you remember we wrote off about £200 worth of rat food?
Yeah.
Because if it defrosts, then it's game over, isn't it? In terms of using that food. So there is a policy to say keep some extra food in reserve, But then there's another policy that says to me, if we lose power, we could write off £300 or £400 worth of food. So it's a fine balance between having enough to keep going, but also bearing in mind that we could have some electrical power shortages this year. So with that said, let's have a look at some animals, Jared. And what I thought we'd do is we'd do an update on the Orange Dream Banana Pastel Het Pied clutch that we had last year. And Jared, you think we've got at least one Orange Dream?
Yeah.
And why don't we have a look at them, see if we can see whether any of them are 100% het for pied, because there might be some pied markers on some of them. Let's also sex them so that we can actually make sure that we've got the sexes right, because the banana boy was a banana male maker, and that was Apollo, who's our Orange Dream Banana Pastel boy. So we were guessing anything that wasn't banana would be female, but I don't know whether you double checked that, Jared. Do you remember double checking that?
Yeah, I did check it, and I couldn't get any hemipenes popping on any of them, so...
Okay, that's good. Right, let's get them out and have a look at them and see how we go. So here we go, the first one we've got here is Cornelius. So Cornelius is a pastel banana boy. We're not sure if he's het for pied, but we can put him in the light box, Jared, and see what he looks like. Very freckly, so they're getting more and more black dots as they grow. And he's a pastel banana, and quite a friendly boy, very much like his dad, quite friendly. And I reckon he's about, what, 400 grams, do you think, Joe?
Yeah.
Should we weigh him and see what he comes in at? But let's see. He's 500 and something, I think.
Yeah, 560.
560, so that's a really good size. So that's our beautiful Cornelius. Is there any pied markings on him? That's the thing, Jared. Can you see anything that could be indicative of pied? Is that a ringer at the bottom? There's a white bit coming up there, or is that just part of the alien
I
head?
think it's part of the alien head, because there's some there, and there.
So we're not sure whether he is 100% het for pied. I mean, the markers, Jared, normally you get ringers and you get tracks. Can you see any tracks?
I can't see any tracks.
So he's probably not 100% pied, but he might be just a pastel banana boy. Okay, so let's put him back, and he'll be a female maker. Let's put him back, and now let's have a look at some of his sisters. So we've got this one here. She's actually in shed, Jared, but we think she's a pastel.
Super pastel.
Super pastel, but she's in shed.
Yeah, we'll get her out then.
There she is. And again, she's about 550. Can't see any Orange Dream in her. I think she's...
When she's out of shed, she looks lovely.
Does she? Is Orange Dream in her or not?
I don't think there's OD.
No.
I think it's just super pastel.
And what we're looking for in the OD, when you're trying to check the markers on OD, the markings, but is this one OD?
I don't think so. I think this is just a pastel.
Right.
And I'll show you why.
Okay. This one is called Hestia. She's a female. We can leave her in there, Jad, if you like, and then just show her off in the box.
I think she's just a pretty pastel. And the reason why is because all alien heads are a little bit dirty.
Yeah.
Like there's spots of freckling.
Yeah.
And it just has, it's a bright pastel, but I think it's just a pastel. And if you get the other one out and put it next to, you can see the difference. So the one that you're going to get out, I'm pretty sure is OD.
So I think this is the one that's OD, and I think this one is Hella. Let's just have a look and compare.
Next to each other, you'll see there's a lot brighter. And it's a lot cleaner if you look closely at the alien heads. If we get this out, you can see there how clean it is, and the tones of it.
If you look at the shape of the alien heads as well, look at the tail. That could be she could be het for pied, that one, because they sometimes merge. Those alien heads tend to merge up, and she's probably got some tracks on her as well.
Yeah.
So you could be seeing the influence of the pied as well. Should we just bring her out and see whether she's...
You can see the difference if you look at the two of them on the camera.
Yeah.
One's quite a dark, dirty colour, one's a really bright, vibrant, and I think that's the OD.
Okay. And also they say that the head markings, if you look at the head, you see there's like an OD, they normally have like a couple of dots or a dot on their head, I think. On the OD, that's another.
That one's got it and that one hasn't, so.
Yeah. So that probably looks more likely to be OD, this one.
It could be a pastel OD.
And let's should we weigh her and see how she's doing? She looks quite good, Jared. Good size. Let's just see if she'll let us hold her for a second.
Which got any tracks?
She's always very it's 596, so she's nearly 600. And then should we have a look at her tracks?
So she has got tracks.
And has she got any ringers or anything?
I can't see any ringers, but there's a lot of high blushing on the sides.
Okay. So she's...
Here, there's almost a ringer there, to be honest, if you look at that.
Yeah.
It almost goes the whole way around.
But is there a ringer on her tail? Let's have a little look and see if we can find a ringer on her tail.
No. There's not a ringer on her tail.
She's very solid.
So I'd say, my guess would be that she's 100% het pied. You can see this black stripe all down there.
Yeah. Well, she's a lovely girl, isn't she beautiful? She hasn't been handled very much, so she's a little bit hissy. And she used to give us hell, that's why she's called Hella, when Emily named her. When she was a hatchling, she would just constantly have a go at you, wouldn't she? She would always be attacking. But she's getting her confidence levels up, and she is a beautiful animal. So, that is potentially, Jared, an OD 100% het pied girl.
I think it's a pastel OD.
And it's a pastel as well, which means we could, in theory, produce our first orange dream pied with her when she's up to size. I think she'll need...
Number 8 right there.
Yeah. So, in fact, 83, Jared, if you look carefully, the number 83 is on the side there. Shall we show you? See number 83?
Oh, yeah.
So if
83
anyone's...
or 86.
Yeah. If anyone out there is 83... and would
born
like
in 83.
Yeah, or born in 83 and want a personalised snake. I think we're going to keep her anyway,
Yeah.
Did you want to pop her and make sure she's female, just to be on the safe side? Because obviously we're building her up for future projects, and hopefully she is a girl. She won't like that, but...
yeah, there's no hemipenes on her.
let's just have a little look. Okay, yeah, so definitely a girl. Lovely, look, the other one wants to come out and explore as well now, look. Lovely. Thank you, Jared. We'll put these back. And then I wanted to show a couple of other of our grow-ons as well, Jared. We'll slip these ones back. She's also got another sister that could be orange green, Jared. Have you seen the other one?
I think the other one's even less likely.
Less likely?
Yeah.
Should we just have a little look at her and see?
See how dirty she looks.
Yeah.
It's not like a clean... The alien heads are all pixelated and...
Yeah, so I think we've ended up with...
Two pastels.
Two pastels, an orange green. But that one there, she could well be really valuable to us. So we're going to show off some other pieds. So here we've got Sif. She shed out eventually. We've been waiting ages for her to shed out. Now if you remember on one of our videos, we were trying different substrate, and we found that she was getting soiled by the substrate, wasn't she, Jack? Let's just put her in and see how she's looking in the light box. So she's shed out and she's completely cleaned up.
She's a VPI Axanthic Pied.
Yeah, lovely girl. And nice temperament, Jared, and she's feeding quite nicely at the moment.
Yeah, she took ages to get on food, but...
Yeah. She's actually 3 years old, isn't she? Or is she 2.5? 2 years old, maybe?
Yeah, probably more likely 2.
She's 2 years old, and she weighs about... Well, should we see how much she weighs?
Yeah, she's probably weighs 400 or 500, maybe 6.
I reckon she's closer to 600, Jared. Let's have a look and see. $641, so that's not bad. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad considering she was a very... Because I think that the original breeder fed her live mice, and when she came over from Europe she didn't transfer across to frozen thawed at all, did she, Jared? It took us it took us a long time to get her on food. But she's got a lovely personality and she's a beautiful looking snake.
Yeah, when you get that pastel in there.
Yeah.
Make her really pop.
I think she's lovely. Can you see there's some little, even though she's VPI Axanthic, can you see that around the edge of the alien heads there is something else going on there? Now whether that's just a little bit of, can you see the yellows coming through at the bottom there?
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything else in her. It may well be that with the VPIs you do get a little bit more pattern adjusting like that. But a nice balance between the. I like a nice bit of pattern on my pieds, but there's just enough white to make it look really gorgeous. And she's got like a little patch on her tail as well. Can you see the patch? Which is beautiful. And some really lovely crazy patterns on her body. And Sif is a beautiful girl. So we're looking forward to getting her up to size. Hopefully she'll start pounding some more food, start building her up. And with the VPI Axanthics, I just love the black head stamps. Do you, Jared?
Yeah.
Isn't that just lovely? And lovely dark colours. So yes, her husband was going to be Thor, and it will still be Thor, so we can get some visual VPI.
She's got to get way up to size.
Yeah, but she'll probably need, well, she's weighing in about 640, so she'll need at least another 12 months to stand any chance of getting up to breedable size. So I don't think we'll breed for her probably for the next year and a half or so. But at least she's moving in the right direction, and she's putting on weight, and she's starting to feed, which is really, really good. So we'll slip her back, Jared. And we've got some other pieds I wanted to show you, which we bred ourselves, which are quite fiery, aren't they, Jared? But
one of them specifically, yeah.
We've got to be careful handling these. So we'll put this
young
back.
Biscuit.
So young Biscuit. Now Biscuit is a cinnamon pied girl, and here she is.
She's nailed me many times.
Has she? Oh, she's quite heavy, Jared. I reckon she must be getting on for about 700 maybe.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether should we ever go trying to pick her up.
Yeah, she'll be right now.
Okay.
I think she's realised that biting doesn't get her anywhere.
Yeah, there she is. So a cinnamon pied girl, and we'll just weigh her and see what she weighs.
838.
838, so pretty respectable. Let's put her in the light box. She may not like this, but let's see if we can see her lovely colours. Straight into hiding. Maybe just turn her around a little bit, Jane, and we can get her to. There she is.
It's hard to pick it up with the high contrast light.
Yeah. So she's doing really well, Jared, and we'll put her back, and then we'll get out her brother, which was a pied boy, wasn't? I think was it Peter we put him? Yeah. And he's got some crazy patterns, Peter, isn't he? So we'll just slip her back. So she's almost ready to move up to her next size rub. Slip her back, and Peter is her brother. So he's a visual pied. We're not sure exactly what's going on here, Jared, but we'll have to breed with him and see what's going on. Lovely pied markings. Is he quite striky as well?
He can be.
Let's weigh him first. So you're looking at about 730 there. And then we'll just see whether he'll. But the patterns are lovely, aren't they, Jared? Do you love the patterns?
This size are really, really pretty.
Really deep blacks in there as well, isn't there? And he's just a normal pied.
Yeah, there may be something else in there, but we'll have to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Because normal pieds normally aren't this bright.
Yeah.
And this dark. Like the colours are amazing on him.
Yeah.
If he is just a normal pied, he's going to make some beautiful babies.
Yeah. So we're going to keep him for future breed and stuff, aren't we, Jared?
Yeah.
A little bit shy in the terms of coming out and showing us his eye patterns and things, but there he is. See it now.
So yellow under here as well.
Yeah. Yeah, not sure what is going on here really, but there you go. There he is. Hello, buddy.
Now's the time you don't want to stand in front of him.
He's lovely, though, isn't
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
he? And he's decent
Giving me
weight.
Lion King vibes. The colours on him.
Yeah. So I think he is settling down. He's less striky at the moment, so beautiful animal. So we'll put him back. And then the last two I was going to show off was Tyson and Enya, which is part of the DG clutch that we haven't shown. Let's have a look and see what we've got going here. It's boy and girl, Tyson and Enya. And what are they,
They're
Jared?
both Enchis.
Are they both Enchi DGs? Let's put those in the light box and you can have a look at them. So this is without the fire. Although I think the one on the left could have fire, Jared, I don't know. Do you want to just give me a hand with one of those? I should have done them individually, really. You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's put them in there and have a look at them. That's just Enchi, but look at the fire coming up on the end here. Are you sure, Jack? They're not Fire Enchis.
Yeah, I'll show you the fire one afterwards.
Yeah.
You'll see a difference.
They look like they're 700-800, so they're doing really well. And then
the fire one, we moved them recently.
So
up here.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've got Ember. See, they're settling nicely in their new homes. Let's have a little look and see what's going on.
This is what Enchi fire looks like.
She's going into shed, Jad. Can you just... I'm glad we did that. We normally pour a little bit of water on the hot spot to help her shed out. So that was well worth double checking her.
But you can see, if I just quickly, even when she's in shed, she's normally brighter than this, but you can see the difference in the colours.
Yeah, we've got one that isn't in shed, Jad. We can try and Vesta. I don't think she's in shed, but I think she's adjusting really nicely to our new home as well.
Yeah.
So let's put that one up there. Let's see if the other one, Vesta, is. I don't think this one's in shed. Have a look at that one, Jared, and have a look and see. Much more vibrant and bright.
Yeah, you can really see the difference between, if I put her here, she's very bright.
And the alien heads look like a different pattern to them. They're kind of like...
Yeah, the Enchi's the same, so it gives you the banded look.
Yeah.
All of them have the banded look.
Yeah.
But the brightness is the difference.
Yeah. And the lovely thing is they're carrying 100% het for DG, so these are some really powerful females going forward, so we're really looking forward to producing some lovely Fire Enchi Desert Ghost combos. And of course, if we get a daddy that's got extra genes as well, we can always plug in some extra genes as well. I think Orange Dream would be nice as well, Jad. So let's just slip these back. Nice and blue up here. And then we'll put this girl back. So we were very lucky, we got a lot of females and just a couple of boys in this clutch, so the odds gods were in our favour on that one. And I think that's all the snakes I wanted to show off today, Jad. So we want to wish everyone a peaceful and enjoyable weekend. Don't forget we've got our plans over in the UK. If we do have power shortages, it's important to have a backup generator for anyone out there. Certainly the people in Florida are used to having power cuts with all the stormy weather they have. So if you haven't already got a generator and you think that it'd be wise to get one, it might be good to get one before we get to the point where we've got shortages here. So have a lovely weekend. Thanks for watching, and we shall see you again. Bye bye for now.